Welcome back everyone, Zeke Morgan here for the third part in this Let's Play series of For Honor. You join us today as we delve into the Samurai campaign, so chapter 3 of For Honor's story. Of course, if you haven't seen the previous episodes in this Let's Play series, I would thoroughly recommend you check them out on my channel. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe to stay up to date with all my content.
Each of our warriors must be the match of 10 of our enemies. Each Orochi is a match for 100. Swift, strong, the truest masters of the katana.
Okay.
Their armor, a perfect balance of flexibility and strength. We are the finest warriors.
So it looks like straight away they're going to give us a majestic samurai then, who's more counterattacks. And keeping at some kind of distance towards the enemy. I can see it being like a dynamic guard system as well.
That word means something different. We made a new home.
Of course, this is all through Apollyon's reign, so there's going to be death, destruction, and mayhem. Vikings are raiding the Samurai's HQ, which is kind of annoying, but these things happen more.
I wasn't going to be fighting anyone from inside a prison cell.
Is Johnny.
But my friends, my daimyo, saw an opportunity and took it.
It's a big sword. Could not be a standard issue katana because that looks way too big.
They're burning the city.
We're leaving. I said we're leaving. Let's go.
We can't.
This is how you ended up here in the first place.
And clearly they have no idea of the honor that I'm bound by. I might have been imprisoned, but I'm going to save the village from the Vikings horde. I'm not going to let people die for me. We don't know why we've been imprisoned. We don't know how long we've been imprisoned for, or if we do. I wasn't really paying attention, unfortunately. And we're going to have to destroy the gate, defend our people, and destroy the Vikings.
Let's blow that gate open.
Of course, this character seems more like a counter-attacker, as I said. It's going to have a dynamic guard, so I'm not going to be able to hold it. That was a bit weird. Of course, I'm not getting straight away that I need to use the fire arrows to destroy these. Of course, he pulls that bow back rather majestically, as you see. I'm sure if he could take his shirt off, he would have done that. I'm not saying I want to see my guy shirtless, it's just whenever you look at sort of Japanese bowmen, they're normally pictured in like a cornfield or something like that, with their shirt off, majestically pulling back their bow. Obviously there's no wasted movements here with the samurais. They are elegant, and they've been the one I've been looking forward to playing as the most.
We were badly
So I've managed to get one of our breakables there as well, and I think one of our fire arrows will come in handy there to take down that, or hurt, I should say, not take down one of those Vikings. That would look like a great drop-down assassination if I could have done that, of course. Just by the tree is our first observable, and just up from that is another breakable. So we're already on 2 to 5 breakables, and it doesn't seem like this was such a good idea at the end of the day, because I'm now with 3 Vikings, and of course, one thing I forgot to mention at the start of this video is, of course, we are playing through chapter 3 of the story, the Samurai's chapter, on normal, as we have done with all the other episodes in this Let's Play series. And of course, if you do just want to look at the Vikings or the Knights, they are in 2 separate playlists on my channel. This will be the third, so I hope you enjoy. I was very lucky then the Fool didn't kill me, luckily activating our health power up, and I was trying to be sneaky and get the firebolt to ignite the barrels behind those guys, but unfortunately that Viking just got in the way and ended up taking the full brunt of it. Of course, there is fires and quite a lot of those fire statues, I don't know the best word to describe them, around the arena, so if we want to use those and destroy them, then that is perfectly fine. Utilising the fire there just to keep that guy off me and defeat him as quickly as possible. Of course, we've now got the Valkyries, which I've never had really that good a job at killing before, and I thought that would actually hurt the Valkyrie a little bit more than it did. Clearly it wasn't being that good for me. I really want to get out from by the fire. Might be warm, but I don't want to be fighting. Got out the splash damage there. I managed to kill one of the Vikings, the other one is still alive. I've got to say, this character seems a lot more fast-paced than some of the knights and the Vikings that I've been playing as. Of course, each have their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm not too keen on this dynamic guard that they've got. And he doesn't seem to have very many sort of 3-hit combos, which I'm used to playing with all the other characters with. I'm not going to say he's particularly weak, but of course those dynamic guards are meant to harass and take down the enemies in short blows, so maybe that's the reason. And we got one of our first executions there, and I've got to say, even if I don't like the character's moveset, that execution was fantastic. Another majestic look of the execution there with the lob off of the head. And we jump straight into the other one. It's just going to be a simple stab to the throat, the enemy clutching the blade in a desperate attempt to save their own lives, but really effectively just taking the blood off the blade. So clearly this samurai does not take any quarter, no mercine e mercino. I think I said that right. No mercy given, no quarter shown. We are now defeating what appears to be the last Viking intruder, getting that fantastic beheading execution again that I just seem to love so much. Do now have a new mission objective, and of course I'm sure there isn't, I'm sure there's quite a few more breakables and observables in that particular area, but I'm not going to be wasting a lot of time doing that. And now we have to go find Momoji. Gotta love them, they always give them absolutely fantastic names. Okay, anything down there? So Momoji is actually what the name of the Nobushi class is. Now we are going to learn about poison traps. So these are going to be easily defensible. We can set them up, they're going to take away enemy stamina and hurt their health. I've picked up quite a few there, so I'm going to pop them near the plants, the poison source. Oh, and there's a breakable up there, so we've got to make sure that we go grab that before we move on. So we now have 3 of 5 breakables, so this is absolutely wonderful. We're over halfway, not very difficult with 5 I know, but we got to try our best and seem like we're doing absolutely everything we can with this episode. And we're going to place another one there, another one there, and unfortunately that's all we've got. I can't believe that enemy just managed to sneak around all those explosive poison traps. That was quite impressive. Nobushi, whew, getting a very nice execution there. Don't know what that one's called, but that was quite intriguing to watch. Obviously the AI isn't stupid in this game either. They will attack the enemy, they will guard break, they will do throws, and they'll try their best to honour the guards as well. So that's always brilliant. You've got to be careful though, on higher difficulties there is realistic, I was going to say realistic damage, but you do take friendly fire, obviously not through fire, but friendly hits. And that enemy just looks like he's died cocking his leg over, so that's always intriguing to see. So it does seem like we are still protecting the poison source. I think this is going to be quite a large sort of domination style thing. And as you can see, we are level 17 in the story. Of course, we've got the passive health regen. Oh, sorry, stamina regen, I meant to say. Oh, no, it is health regen. I can't remember if it was health or stamina then. It's regenerating ever so slowly. And of course, we've got the health regen then on the left of our D-pad. Just utilising some of our taunts there. Don't know why, just thought I would. Let's take a fight with the enemy. So that's one down already. They activated the trap as well, so a couple are injured. I was miles away from that enemy and I was swinging blindly. So that is those. Of course, the dynamic guard for this character just means that after a while it won't hold his guard that much and it will disappear. It has also got the added benefit that you don't have to switch to a guard to attack. So I suppose it makes it a little bit harder for the enemies to work out what you're attacking with, whether that's left, right or up guard. Okie dokie, so celebrate there that we managed to take them down without getting hurt too much, and of course the poison traps are going to regen there, so I think we better restock this main walkway and maybe do one over here to make sure that they can't sneak in. Stick it right on the entrance. I'm thinking maybe one right there, and should I stick one near the source? I'm not too sure. I'll leave it for now. So we're gaining health as much as we possibly can there. Ready to have a little bit of a fight, so they've come in two different sides this time. The Valkyrie is down. I was going to go for the execution there, but I thought with the enemies they were just about to attack me, so there was no point. Setting down another poison trap, luckily to take these guys down. It does appear that a poison trap is under attack by one of the enemies, but they moved to the side and got hit by the other poison trap that we set. Luckily, we were quite clever in our placement. I've never really liked these Valkyries. They seem to have too fast attacks for me. For some reason, I really get annoyed and can't seem to always dodge them. So there's another enemy down, and is there no one else? No, clearly there is no one else. Trying to be a bit of gladiator there, but we're going to move on then. We're now to push back the Vikings to secure our home. Of course, they are going to now give us more of these. So it's going to be the arrow storm, which I absolutely love using online. Basically, you target an area and it calls in a very nice arrow storm, perfect for taking care of bases or things like that. So we're just going to run down now to the left and get the breakables. So that will be 4 of 5. And I'm almost sure that there should be an observable route here. Maybe over the other side. We're just going to quickly backtrack. Okay, so we can't go up that way. I think this is the way back to the poison sources. Yes, it definitely is. So what happens if I go down this path? Okay, I run into an enemy, which is actually one of our own guys. I'm thinking they were an enemy. That wasn't very nice of us. There is an observable on that statue. I'm just going to destroy these enemies first. Completely miss the observable and take the small little guys down. Of course, our main thing is to get into the fray and to push them back to this flag. So we're going to have to destroy all these tiny soldiers, which probably running into all of them wasn't such a good idea. They are going to slowly attack me and take down my health. Just like that. As you can see, about half health now. But we have almost got them destroyed, which is absolutely brilliant to see. There we go. Get him down. We've almost pushed them back, so we've got maybe 2 of these guys or maybe some of the smaller soldiers to take care of, and then we can finally push them back. He's down. Oh, he's down. He's one of our guys.
All we had to do was get those gates
And
closed.
we've pushed them back. Yay. Gonna close the gates. But unfortunately, they have stallions, baby! They're cheating, they're bringing in knights on horseback. They are killing my guys. We've got to hold out. Try not to die. Oh, clearly match the guard of the enemy attacking. This is such a stupid place to stand, I've got to admit. If I was them, I'd be trying to attack them, or at least getting out the way. Him managed to hit me then. We've got guy on the right, guy on the left, guy on the left again. The guy on the right that's slowly pushing me back as well, just noticed that. Oh, damn. Surprised they haven't lopped my head off just yet. They knock me to the ground. I'm not dead. Oh, I think I clearly took down that horse. And I'm like... Oh, Mum. Oh, that really hurt. Where's the rest of our guys? Knights from the Blackstone Legion.
Where's Ayu?
Oh. We seem to have lost other members of our squad. Says, you go that way, you go that way, and I will run up and rescue our teammates, because I am the victor.
They didn't know who they served.
Ah,
I don't really like you, Apollyon. Just gonna say. That looks like Ayu. Clearly we look like ninjas now. Japanese ninjas.
Your emperor is dead. Will you take his place?
Why would they serve you as daimyo? That wasn't very nice.
Would you be emperor?
Would you serve as daimyo?
After I kill the rest of them,
Will you betray your kind?
I'm coming to kill you.
A wolf.
Will you be bound by your honor and oath as a samurai?
To Seijuro.
Or will you take the coward's way out?
The others can fight for the scraps.
Who do you think you are?
War. I am war.
So we are being sent to the mire. I wonder what this means. But it does appear that our companion is still alive, which is brilliant. We've got the Ubisoft Club then, which means we have completed the first episode of the Samurai's campaign.
To fight for control of their people. We would see how strong their unity truly was. I gave Seijuro the palace. The other 4 survivors of my test, I left in the swamp. It was the daimyo Ayu who made the first move.
Okay, so that's absolutely intriguing. So we are going to jump straight in now with 3.2, thinning the herd. And of course we've got a left in the mire to hunt down her enemies. We've got to make sure that we're not dying as well. We are playing it on normal, as we said. So this does appear now that we're going to play, instead of the Orochi, as Kenze.
The guardians of our people.
Who's a good, balanced all-rounder.
Has trained as a sword singer. Every one. And we are formidable.
Nice strong attacks, some nice combos as well.
Our is the strongest of our people. As is our will. I was the last daimyo set free in the mire.
Well, at least they didn't kick us in the face. I suppose that should be helpful. Come on, Apollyon, if you were going to kill me already, you would have done it. Now you've taken me captive, released me into the mire, and want to see if I can hunt down people. There is nothing really stopping me taking up my blade and trying to kill you right now. Clearly they didn't think this through. Apollyon did have a Warbringer with her, so that might have made things a little bit more difficult. But of course, at the end of this episode 3.2, Thinning the Herd, this will be the end of this video. Of course, we do break down the stories into 2 mission parts as well. Just make it a little bit easier and make sure that they're not taking up too much of your time. Not exactly too long either. So we do have to defeat the daimyos, so we have to become the victor, which is a bit counterproductive, because if you think about it, all the daimyos are also samurais, so basically I'm killing samurais, getting the war that Apollyon wanted, some fighting within ourselves, instead of making peace. Which is a bit weird. Of course we have one of these heavy guys, which I really hate fighting as well. They can't really be thrown or stumbled to the ground. They have quite a lot of health, as you can see, very strong attacks, which you've got to be very careful to be able to actually take down, because they will sort of do nice attacks, but we managed to kill them there, get 100 points for the normal kill, and some bonus points for the execution. And we are going to go up now for our first daimyo. That looked like an observable on the tree, but they fainted their first attack. They're moving around us, they're switching their guards. It's kind of fun, and activating revenge mode already. That's quite intriguing. I dash in, get an attack. They stumble me, keep me on the floor. Damn, this daimyo is good. Begins mouth, dash in. Bloody hell. What's really throwing me is when they keep moving, I'm like, oh, it's okay, they're gonna go with the left guard or something like that, and they completely throw up a different guard. I can see this being the long part of the video where I take a while. See there? They went with the left guard, dashed round, changed it to right, and then got an attack on me. So far this daimyo isn't even hurt. Well, it is in a tiny bit. I wish I would have had some kind of if it dodges around me one more time, I swear. Ooh. It's not even using all of its stamina either, so it's not like I can even throw it onto the floor and be a little bit cheeky. Of course there is breakables behind us, but I think at this stage I'm definitely not going to go after that. What I should have really done is waited a couple of seconds and used my revenge mode as it was about to attack. I could have easily knocked it onto the floor then and taken down its health, but luckily it is sort of just under half health now, so that's quite impressive, and especially that I haven't died yet. Of course it fainted in its guards there. Oof. This is where I don't want to die. Luckily taken the health, and it did faint its next attack on me. Guard break, and the daimyo is down 150 points. Oh, renowned for that. I think I deserved it after that hectic battle. God, I can't speak today. And we're gonna go ahead and break these background, get the 1 of 5 breakables, and get the observable just above the fight there, so 1 of 5. Gonna make our way down now. We're not gonna run straight to the other daimyos. We're gonna have a little bit of exploration down this path. Of course, it's the opposite path that we came up from, but they always have a habit of hiding things. Luckily we did, because we got observable number 2 of 5 just then in the background. And we're gonna then run down this path with this sort of tree overhang. It looks quite intriguing, I will admit. Intriguing. Fight against what appears to be another Orochi then, but clearly no match for us, taking it down with relative ease. If I was them, I would have put an observable on here just to make sure that we were paying attention, but always go towards the end of the pier, just have a little bit of a look out onto the Myers River, and I've got to say it looks quite bland and quite disgusting, to be honest. Definitely not something I would like to be stuck in. Gotta say, in Fauna you do have these beautiful landscapes that do change. You can be in the heart of the battlefield one time, and then in this dark, dank, dirty mire full of loads of water and not much else. They really do make these environments feel fresh, bright, and intriguing to the eye. So I think maybe go towards this daimyo. Do I really need poison traps? Nope, I'm gonna stick with my stone iron or something, I can't remember what it's called, that I can't be thrown. Not that many enemies have actually thrown me at this particular stage. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, that's an arrow storm, I could definitely use that. It's always weird. I never got why they did that. And luckily, going through the building just on our left then is the second breakable. That's quite weird. I would have thought we would have been at 3. And there's archers on the ridge. Hit me with a couple of arrows. Luckily, it wasn't anything major. I did manage to survive. I'm just going to be sneaky and push enemies off this bridge. You wouldn't think it would be enough to kill them, but, you know, in feudal Japan, they clearly didn't have very heavy or very stiff fibias or tibias, so they broke quite easily, as you see. Even the fall there just damaging me just a little bit. We've got another one of the daimyos there. I'm trying to call in the arrow storm, but unfortunately just because they are hiding behind the building, that doesn't take me down a bit. Unfortunately the daimyo actually moved out from the arrow storm. That's the only problem about it. It does cover such a wide area, but it is very easy to dodge if you see it coming. You can see that's a prime example of that daimyo's heavy attack there, taking down pretty much most of my health just in a couple of swings. I'm gonna have to leave that fight for a second. As you can see, my health is dangerously low, and we just want to get out of the way to get that back. I thought if I attacked him, I'd manage to get some of the health regen. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Get an execution and get some of the health, but with that tiny little bit of a break there, we have managed to get our health sort of add-on back, so I'm going to quickly do that. Utilize the dodge that just came up as a tip. Swing to the right of the enemy and take him down quite nice and easily. So we do have one more daimyo left, and of course our dreaded Niboshi that I absolutely hate fighting online, but doesn't seem to be that much of an issue in the story. Just match the guards, provide the counter, and take its head off with an execution. Gotta always love it when we manage to get an execution like that. Just makes the game so much more worthwhile. So as we come out this gate, we're going to swing to the right there and head sort of in the general direction of the daimyo. I think I just saw some breakables over there, just behind the tree. Not too sure. No, they look like locks. I'm clearly seeing things now. Never mind. He's going to continue down this path and of course just swing right into the daimyo. It seems like he's walking with quite a lot of guards, so not the best. I'm not even being shy about this, just basically running up straight to his camp. Oh, and they've pulled in an arrow storm. That was rather cheeky of them.
Better that than a corpse.
It's going to tell us about the zone attacks, because of course there is quite a lot of enemies there. Utilising the flaming arrows there, just to attack and hurt one of the daimyo's bodyguards. Niboshi with that very annoying kick move that doesn't really damage that much, but just seems to be more of a hindrance and an annoyance. Stumbles us, allowing them to get an attack. Of course, this Niboshi using the bleeding effect, so that's going to damage us over time, and I'm going to definitely get the execution to regain the lost health that Niboshi took from me. Of course, unfortunately, we don't have any additional extras now. We don't have anything that's going to really help us in this fight by our own skill. I do see what appears to be more fire arrows even. In the right hand side, I'm definitely going to go pick those up and destroy the breakables then just to the right of them. So we are 3 of 5. I don't think we're going to fight the other 2, but you never know. And in this fight, I'm definitely going to stay out the way and utilise the fire arrows. Going to be a bit of a chicken in this fight. I'm not too sure what this daimyo is going to be like. He's not like the others. He's not sort of dashing in and dashing out. Can regain the health. Unfortunately, he attacks us just once more then, and loose the other fire arrow at him. So he is now at about a quarter of health. I'm clearly not paying enough attention to guard break and take down this daimyo's health.
I will not let you become
Just got the
Emperor,
distance
Ayu.
there to avoid the guard break, and then stupidly rushed in as he went to attack. Splitting up the guards. Oh, there we go. And don't forget, when you see the red arrow of their break, you can actually parry it. I'm definitely going to end that with an execution, a stab in the ground to take care of that daimyo. So it does seem like we are the last daimyo standing. And this is rather intriguing. I wonder what Io is going to do next. Oh, that kind of sucks. White, yellow and red. Seems like this is going to be the Power Rangers now. Ooh, that was very nasty. Just elbow them in the face. Of course, we're going to try and reason with them while they're not attacking us, and see if we can't combine forces and take down all of our enemies. Seems like I do switch between the guards there.
I refuse! We are being forced into a new age.
Okay, well, now it's definitely evened the odds a bit. It's a bit like, it seems that we have peace, and I have the last daimyo standing. So we are now all merged and joined to take the fight to Apollyon. That is the end of the second episode, so if you enjoyed this video, found this walkthrough helpful, please don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for my newly released videos. Expect it Wednesday and Friday. Thank you very much for watching. As always, have a lovely day.
Civil war to last for years, not days. Nothing unites like a common enemy. The Vikings had not had time to escape the mire with their bounty. That Orochi, Ayu, and their new allies set out to try to stop them.